basically banned on every streaming platform, so because of that, he has no real way of making any decent money. A lot of people have been asking how his family are reacting to his antics.
My family disowned me. My dad told me, "You caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father."
My parents are more pissed than anybody else on the internet. I'm telling you that right now. They're like, my dad's like, "Why the are you going to Japan and with these people? Why are you going to Korea and with these people? Why are you doing this?" Like, they don't tell them when they ask you that.
What are you as a parent going to do about that? Like, he's a grown-ass man. They can't just like walk into his room and unplug the Ethernet cable, right? Like there are just some things that you as a parent don't have control.
Johnny Somali is basically banned on every streaming platform, and because of that, he has no real way of making money anymore. People have been asking how his family is reacting to his antics, and well, the answer is harsh. He's admitted himself. "My family disowned me." Johnny Somali completely ruined himself, and now he's begging for financial help. A recent report claims he even reached out to his family asking for money, and they flat out refused. Right now, he's on the verge of his next trial set for next month. This could be his last chance before possibly going to jail and facing a final sentence. Witnesses will testify, and the trial is expected to last around 3 hours. As that date approaches, Somali is desperate for cash. The burden has now shifted onto his so-called friend, Hank, who continues to support him even though it's destroying his own life.
He is now a burden to Hank and Hank's family because Hank thinks it's a good idea to continue to pay for him, even though it's destroying his life as well, because he's being supported by his family.
Hank is using his family's money to keep Somali afloat, and his family is furious about it. Because Johnny hasn't streamed in over 2 months, the donations have dried up. Fans aren't sending money anymore. His income is gone. Hank is burning through his family's money to cover Somali's costs, and his parents are ready to cut him off if he doesn't stop. It's gotten so bad that Hank himself admitted he stole $30,000 that his grandparents gave to his dad and funneled it straight into Somali's pockets.
I stole $30,000 that my grandparents actually gave to my dad to like take care of me. I stole $30,000, ran away.
And even creators like Atosi have started voicing concerns about just how messy this situation has become.
Things have got so much worse for the disrespectful IRL streamer.
Because now he's basically banned on every streaming platform, so because of that, he has no real way of making any decent money. A lot of people have been asking how his family are reacting to his antics, and he's actually addressed this before he was detained in Korea.
My family disowned me. My dad told me, "You caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father." The only thing I'm really tripping over is because my dad told me he does not want me to have kids. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go back to crashing out. Y'all don't like me anyway. Yeah, I'll make a new family.
Clearly, when people poke him about this, it really strikes a nerve.
Yes, he said that. But for you to take that and make that a joke is not a game. I don't care.
Yeah, that reaction says otherwise. My guess here is he's just realized he's destroyed his life and he wants to make it as entertaining as possible for himself until he inevitably gets thrown into Korean prison.
And honestly, it feels like he knows his life is over, and he just wants to make it entertaining until he inevitably gets locked up in Korea. Let's be real here. Johnny Somali has been a curse for his family from the start. Even back when he lived in Arizona, he constantly disrespected his parents. At one point, a psychiatrist even suggested electroshock therapy to his mom, saying they needed to figure out what was wrong with him.
I feel like I'm in a state of mania constantly. The psychiatrist in Arizona was telling my mom that they want to laser shock my head to see what the is wrong with me.
And looking back, maybe they should have followed through, because now his entire family name is tied to his criminal antics. He once admitted, through tears, that his father cursed him after all the shady things he pulled in Japan. Since then, his parents have refused to support him in any way. He's been completely cut off.
My parents are more pissed than anybody else on the internet. I'm telling you that right now. They're like, my dad's like, "Why the are you going to Japan and with these people? Why are you going to Korea and with these people? Why are you doing this?" Like, they don't tell them when they ask you that. I don't even have an answer.
Before his arrest in Korea, Somali openly said his family hated what he was doing.
Live streaming is bringing more problems to my life than benefits. With socially, with my relationships with other people in life. Listen, my family to this day, they don't like me doing this live streaming shit. They think it's terrible. They think it's self-destructive, and to a point I think it is self-destructive.
And honestly, he's right. Streaming brought him nothing but problems, and now it's cost him everything. Meanwhile, Hank is in an impossible position. Somali is broke, homeless, and leaning entirely on Hank. Hank's parents are threatening to cut him off, and he's running out of excuses to keep helping.
So now, Johnny essentially is homeless. He is now a burden to Hank and Hank's family because Hank thinks it's a good idea to continue to pay for him, even though it's destroying his life as well, because he's being supported by his family, and his family is threatening to cut that off because he keeps on funneling that money back to Johnny. Why would you ever destroy your own life and ruin your standing with your own family over Johnny? This is clearly someone who's only using him because he has no options left. In an interview, they actually admitted that Johnny has ran out of money and Hank is his only lifeline.
But at this point, Hank is just being used. As for Somali's parents, why would they ever support him again? This is the same son who dragged their name through the mud and embarrassed them internationally. Helping him now would only mean funding his crimes and paying for his legal battles. And at the end of the day, Somali has to face the consequences of his actions. He's an adult. There's nothing left for his parents to do.
Right? Like, you can't... What are you as a parent going to do about that? Like, he's a grown-ass man. They can't just, like, walk into his room and unplug the Ethernet cable, right? Like, there are just some things that you as a parent don't have control over. I don't know his parents. I have to imagine they are probably fucking livid. They probably are so sad about this. Because it's gotta suck, man. You raise a human being for 18 years, ends up like Johnny Somali. Fucking rough.
Some people have asked whether his parents should cut him off permanently. And honestly, I think they should. He's shown no signs of change, no remorse, and no willingness to be a better person. Even when asked if he was evil, he denied it, saying people just spread that narrative.
I just feel like people have spread this narrative about me that I'm so evil.
Do you think you're evil?
No, I don't think I'm evil. I don't think I'm evil.
But the truth is, Somali himself once bragged on stream about wanting to be evil. His words were,
"Let me be your bastion of the evil. If you want to see anarchy, if you're an anarchist, and you want somebody that is going to crash out with no remorse, with no sense of self-worth, with no sense of self-preservation, I will be your man. I'm building up the Johnny Somali Pirates. This pirate gang from the beginning. And every nigga here right now is going to be a witness to what we're going to create.
Let me be your bastion of evil. If you want anarchy, I'll be your man. I'll build a pirate gang from the ground up." Those are his own words, straight from his own mouth. So, Johnny Somali can claim he's misunderstood all he wants, but his actions, and even his own admissions, say otherwise. And here's some advice for him if he's secretly watching. If you plead guilty to your crimes without putting on a performance, the judge might show some mercy. If you drag it out with theatrics, you're only guaranteeing a harsher sentence. At this point, Somali's financial condition is beyond repair. He's banned everywhere, he's not streaming, he's not earning, and both his family and Hank are running out of patience. His parents won't support him. Hank can't keep burning his own life down for someone else. So where does that leave Johnny Somali? Probably in a jail cell. And honestly, that's where he belongs. What do you guys think? Do his parents owe him any help, or should they finally cut him off forever? Let me know in the comments.